Hello, welcome to Lackluster Reactions. I am your Lackluster Reactor, here today for the last episode of Higurashi Sotsu that we know of. Again, there could be an announcement for a second core today, which is why I'm doing something a little different. Because of the importance of the last episode, I don't want to miss a dialogue. But because it might be the last episode, there might be an announcement at the end for either a second core or for Umineko. So I'll be releasing two separate videos today. First, a reaction which is 100% blind, just watching the unsubbed live from Japanese TV version. And then later today I will, when subs are released, I'll watch that and pick up any small details I missed. And then I'll do an entire arc review slash entirety of Sotsu review later on, today, tomorrow, whenever, in order to give my final thoughts at least this core of it. But either way, the commercial should almost be over, so let me actually get my clock ready. Yep. Here we go. And start. It's still not going, it's doing the... Okay, it's not starting yet. It's still doing the commercial for the soundtrack. Yes, it's a wonderful soundtrack, but it's not the episode. I don't think we're getting the opening this week, but it's still not the opening. Huh. Hopefully we don't get a nice boat situation and if the episode actually starts. That would be an interesting thing to actually happen. One moment. Here we go. Up. Now I can't believe my clock. And now it'll pop up. The jankiness of the last episode. Okay. This clock is going to be a little bit behind. Just to warn all of you. I'll try to add like 5 seconds during intermission, but it's going to be a little bit behind. Yeah. She doesn't care about how much the villagers slash club was hurt. She just wants entertainment. What's with the furniture? Okay, attack. She probably could have done a more elegant attack, but furniture works too. Rika's hesitating. Throw away the sword and start punching Sadako. See, this is the reason why I do need to watch the subversion later, because I really want to know what. Well, Rika needs to vent. I want to see the exact words she's using to vent. And Sadako in turn. And so it has the grades what it always has truly been. A schoolyard fight between two friends. Now since no one using the sword, there's nothing stopping you from summoning it. That is 100% what's happening, right? Do you know what symbolism makes that better? The fact that it fell into the river where they wash away their sins with cotton. So the sword was washed away too. And the Federer's enjoying herself. I'm glad to see Federer's limiting herself to chairs. Lots of the fragments are shadowing. But so the question is she using some of the past memories to power her attack, or is she destroying the stuff that has been happening in Sotsu and Go? Yep, the staff's in half. Yeah, there goes the hun. And now this is going to turn into two little kids fighting too, isn't it? Please let that happen. now fight's over. Final cross punch. And now they both go into the river. And they're teenagers. Well, they're back to high schoolers again. So yeah, more symbolism of their sins being washed away. And now they continue to do what they should have done from the beginning and actually talked about their problems to each other. Though, again, sometimes talks need to be started with fists. As much as we prefer to talk start with talking, sometimes fists need to be involved. And here's the rest of the club. Now we're heading back to the village. Well, out of Hinamizawa. Heading back to the. Let's see. Yeah, we've gotten some improvement at least. Them being visually mad at each other has improved it from them pretending to be getting along. Its patterns are finally starting to be worked with or acknowledged. And the years have been undone. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Stop there where we get commercials. So, decent so far. There's something I don't want to say until the end, but I want to say that so far it's decent. Up, we're back. Cherry blossoms in the village. Now the question is what is currently happening? Because again, time travel. Okay. You dress for St. Lucia and Sadako. Hello, Coca-Cola. There's Sadako. Not dressed to leave. Because, yeah, that was the right choice. Again, no moment that's reason why I'm watching your subs again later, but while they are talking, they found the solution for their problem was not to continuously hurt each other, but to allow themselves to live different lives, though. The way this is threatening, I'm guessing that there's a little more to it than that, but again, that's for later me to worry about. So, but at the very least, the current problem is fixed. And the future is once again open and unknown. Just like it was at the beginning, well, I guess the beginning of that July 1983, the end of the June 1983. I don't think this would be a different moment of laying flowers on a grave, wouldn't it still be? But it's still laying flowers on the grave of his mentor. Also, I should comment, since I would comment on this, but Yu's playing in the background. Don't want to miss that, but seeing all the happy people sitting in around Hinmizawa and Okinomiya. Oh, there's Kansai, but who's he with? Not Kansai. Are we gonna see Satoshi? We'll see Satoshi. Yay. Glad to see you're so involved as always. Yeah. Finally, we get happy endings for everyone. Da, 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 da. And she gets to be happy with her uncle, doesn't she? That's another plus to the ending of all this. And she owned! The Doton Sadako Club is in full bloom. One final snap. And still Satoshi does not join them. Hello, Hanyu. Okay, so that was buffering a bit on my end, so that's going to be most likely a bit off on time rise, but again, we're going to have a better aligned video later on, so. But yeah, looks like that was the end of Higurashi Sotsu. So, well, I watched the credits to see if anything else comes up about the Edda thing. So, that was an overall decent episode. There was a bit of disappointment, but not because of what actually happened, but because as someone who's been keeping up with the Reddit, there was kind of a leak, and it was correct. So, I was hoping it wouldn't be true, but it was, so nothing you can do about that. But overall, the ending was enjoyable. The fight only lasted a couple episodes. Then they actually talked about their problems, and that's what caused everything to be solved. But as for more ending thoughts, I'm going to make a separate video, but from what I can say, a little disappointed that they did not capitalize on the Edda Sadako dying / if she dies first, she gets sent to the wall without Rika, but in the end, I'm gonna get my mind together, but in the end, they're separate. Rika's living her dream, Sadako's living her dream, and they're not forcing each other into their own worlds against their will, which is what they both need in the end. So yeah, that's the end of Sotsu. Next series is beginning. The next series I'm reacting to is beginning this weekend. I have a video about short introduction for that on my video already, on my channel already. And I will also be doing a full review of this, but since I don't have to do it right away, I'm not sure whether I'll have that out later today, tomorrow, next week sometime. But either way, for all of you who have joined me for Higurashi Sotsu, thank you very much for stopping by. Hope you all enjoyed my first reaction series, and now I'm rambling, so I'll just cut it here. So, have a good day.